Because you can't tie it up unless it's too long. And the Bible says it's a shame for a man.
Evening, ladies and gentlemen. Well, if you see my face, then you know what time it is. I'm gonna do it like VeggieTales. This is the part of the show where Austin comes out and says, this is what happens when you don't read the Bible from its original language, culture, and context. I really need to make that into a shirt at this point. Anyway, let's break it down. The verse that he is meandering and carrying on about is in 1 Corinthians chapter 11, verse 14. But in order to understand why what he said is wrong, we have to understand the culture of the Hebrews and the culture of the Corinthians. But before we even get into the culture, there is already a contradiction. Leviticus 19 states that you are not to cut off the sides of your hair nor mar the edges of your beard. Now, is there a specific context to that verse in Leviticus? Absolutely. But this also shows that it was a common custom of the Hebrews to have long hair. For the Corinthians, it was not. So to say that it is shameful for a man to have long hair in biblical culture, it is incorrect. It was shameful according to Corinthian culture. And let's not forget Samson and literally everyone else in the Bible that took a Nazirite vow. You gonna tell me that all them people was shameful? Because if the Bible considered it shameful, truly in accordance with the commandments of the Most High, then Samson and all those people that took Nazirite vows, and plenty of other people in the scriptures, I'm sure, would indeed be breaking the commandments of the Most High. But it was an angel sent by the Most High who told Samson's mother that he was to never cut his hair. The Most High is not schizophrenic, nor is he crazy, nor does he contradict himself. So he's not going to say it's okay to have long hair in the Torah and then turn around and tell Paul that it's not okay. Now, as for the Corinthians, in Corinthian culture, it was common to have male prostitutes in order to worship their various deities. The men, some of them, in turn, would grow their hair very long and dress in women's clothes so that they can have their orgies and do all their nastiness and whatnot. So it became commonplace amongst the men of Corinth of other faiths, to include the Israelite faith, to not have long hair because they would be confused with temple prostitutes. That is why it is called shameful or a disgrace for a man to have long hair in Corinthian culture. Paul knew this, and he was reminding them of what their culture said. Let's also remember the fact that every theologian and scholar will tell you it is horrible exegesis to create an entire doctrine and belief system out of one verse, that one concept is mentioned in one time only. If you're convicted to have short hair, then fine. But it is not a commandment of the Most High, and we're not going to pretend that it is. Love and blessings, beloved.